Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, London. Thank you for inviting us. For us today, I realized that in this audience, we see a lot of high-tech, a lot of modern applications. And we were going to show you a combination of very high-tech artificial intelligence in business operation software. FOBISS is a company based in the Netherlands with its research laboratories in Lithuania at the University of Kaunas, and we are in artificial intelligence development tools. We make tools, we create tools to help business decisions taken in retail banking. Business decisions can be taken on several platforms. Today, we want to show you some of the optimization tools we have in the cash management area. Now, talking about cash in this community here, where we all have cell phones and smartphones and thinking of high-tech payment systems, cash is still there. Cash is still a 400 billion pieces market, and cash has, for instance, here in the UK, 60,000 ATMs with more than £6 billion every day on the streets in these machines. So you can imagine that that needs to be managed properly because it's a huge cost driver for banks, and what they want, of course, in the war on cash is to reduce the cost of cash. FOBISS has 25 staff. We have mathematicians, we have magicians, and we have behavior scientists that all create this artificial intelligence engine. The engine is basically based on the data, the big data that the banks have on the payment behavior and the withdrawal behavior of the ATMs. The big data is analyzed, but here comes the big trick. We don't even analyze. We don't see what happens yesterday. What we want to see is what's going to happen next week. Where do I need my cash? Where do I need my CIT people to drive the cash into? And can I predict that behavior for next week or even next month? And part of what we're going to show you in the demonstration with Andreas, who's doing this today, is the fact that you can predict cash, you can predict where it's needed, and therefore you can reduce a lot of cost. Andreas, the floor is yours so far.
Okay, thank you, Pierre. So let's imagine for the next 3 minutes and a half, that apparently you've been appointed to take care about the entire Netherlands cash management demand that proportionally should be, delivered the cash in the right denominations, in the right amounts, and you have no understanding, no common knowledge, what is the expertise there. So having such kind of system, I can easily execute, control, and make the right decisions on the particular moment. And I'll let you how it easily can be made. So once I'm getting, some kind of real-time information about the entire country, I can access and get the visualization of the cash demand and the performance in each city. I can click in the particular city and access just to double check what the system recommends me, what is the decision needs to be made now. What you're going to see now, it's not requiring to make it on the daily basis for the operational people. Just to give you as a sample, that the system makes the optimization and tells me for the next delivery you have to prepare 367,500 euros, which is going to be covering next 8 days with a self-cost of 58 euros per ATM or any kind of cash point for that particular moment. And here we are. You can see the cost splitting for these keeping cash. So in order to make some kind of execution of the cash, the system tells me already on the dashboards that what is the cash status level, and in different colors we are formatting, what kind of deliveries needs to be done. So in order to make some kind of planning and sending some kind of reports for the CIT organizations, as a sample, the system prepares me the full of list of the job which needs to be delivered all over the network. I'm just selecting all the lists which the system generates me and just applying for the recommendations, and that is it. So the system tells me, do you want for the system to solve the recommendations for you? I'm telling fine, and that is it. So that's easy and smoothly. I am aware that everything is in the right way and the right proportions. So once I'm getting everything, all the list of the tasks which is being generated by the system, I can easily print the CiT report based on the agreed some kind of templates and just get the full list of the items, of the areas where I need to visit, when, how many quantities, what is the type of the delivery, what is the cost. Even the system precisely tells me denomination-wise how I have to prepare it for the cash center. So I'm just sending some, like an email, and that is it. So my job to take the care of the cash responsibility and the cash demand within the Netherlands was made in 2 minutes' time. Without that, the system employs so much reporting tools. So I am aware how and well my team is performing, how much profit or losses it generated. So the time is running away, and I'm giving the speech to Pierre how it's applicable in other areas, not even for physical cash, but in other industries as well.
So today you saw just sort of a solution that we already have incorporated in a lot of banks. But what you can do with the engine, with the software, within the retail banking, is to predict a lot of things within the bank itself. For instance, the intensive care department of the bank, where all the companies are, which are basically on the bloodline of the bank. You can predict when they are go belly up. You can predict specific compliance issues, your credit lines issues. So the tool, and we are now sort of in the beta version, the tool is able to predict much more in the business processes of the bank to increase profits or to decrease the cost of this. Thank you very much. And this is our booth. We're over there, please.